Go over here though. Let me go to my page. Activity. Share that here. Let's see. Everyone on live, I am sharing over on LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Hello, Twitch streamers. Those of you out there in the Twitchverse. Those of you on Twitter, give me a retweet or a like or a comment. Hello, hello, hello. Thanks for being in. Those of you on YouTube, welcome. Looking forward to chatting more with all of you from YouTube. The views on YouTube have been interesting that there are some, but then there's some peaks and spikes, especially when we share TikToks. I guess that's the thing, right? Regardless, welcome over on YouTube. Also on LinkedIn, welcome, welcome, welcome. HubSpot Super Admin, Discord, Community, Tips and Tricks. Post. Let's go see what's going on Twitter. So that's here, but we got to do it the other way. You are invited to comment. It'll show up over here. I'll throw in the first comment. Hey, hey. It'll show up here on screen so we all can see, but also so that we can respond. So if I'm going over something here in the Discord and you have a question about it, we can talk about it. Those of you on Twitter, you're probably on my page, Grant Carlisle, and so, yep. And so I'm gonna reshare that so people can see it. Great. Awesome. Welcome. It is 2 o'clock p.m. on Tuesday the 19th. You are with me, Grant Carlisle, here on HubSpot Super Admin. We are live on LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. We're also live in Discord. So if you're in Discord right now, you can head over to the workshop channel, and that's where we're hosting Discord tips and tricks. Basically, what I'm going to be showing you today is some tips and tricks to navigate Discord, how to think about the different parts. We're going to go over some of the roles. We're going to go over notifications and basically walk through just what you should expect when you open up Discord and how you should expect to be able to use it moving forward. So let's get started. Do have a bit of just an outline. So I know generally we're going to talk through stuff, but just want to make sure that we're all aware of how to access Discord in the first place. So yeah, you're seeing it, but how do you even get here? How do we get started? How does this even happen? Hey Shadab, welcome man. Thanks for being here. I see you over in LinkedIn. How do we even get here? So let me show you that real quick. You can see, great. So I'm in a browser and I'm going to HubSpotSuperAdmin.com. So this is our website, HubSpot Super Admin. This is a place where we'll have much more things and we'll talk about in the future. But what you need to focus on right now is this call to action button that says join us. When I click this, it'll open up the invite to the Discord channel, to the Discord server. And so this is how you are getting to the HubSpot Super Admin Discord. You're coming over here to join us. It'll open up an invite page. And in my case, since I'm logged into Discord, then it will take me over there. And so I'll show you the invite page, but just know it's going to send me. And so you're going to see a couple things happen. So I'll click that. It'll open up that invite page. That invite page will notice that I have an account and it'll open up Discord for me. And so you can see that. So I'm going to switch back over. This is what that invite page looks like. There's a dialog box menu here in the center, and this will have an account login, like an account setup in the case where you either have an account and need to log in, or you don't have one and need to set one up. And so that's what this thing will be, and then it'll take you into Discord. All right, so that's how to get into Discord. Once you're in the server, you won't see all of these channels, and it'll be very obvious what you need to do because you'll only have this rules channel and the one that you can't see. So you'll only have this channel, this rules channel, and the verify channel. And so you read through the rules. Step 1, read through these rules. Step 2, become a Sprocketeer. And then step 3, you have to check the checkbox on the only other channel that you have over here on the left. So if this is your first time into our server, you're going to have to verify yourself and make sure that you are a person coming to the server. And you'll do that by going to the verify channel, clicking the green check, and then all of these that you see over here on the left in the navigation pane, all of these channels will show up. So that'll be the first thing you do when you log in. So once you're logged in, you will have access to all the channels that you see here. And before we jump into those and how to use them and tips and tricks, that sort of thing, I first just want to give an overview of all of the different areas. Okay, so what are all of these things? What does this thing look like? Because there's different parts, and if you don't know, it can be confusing. So we're going to go over it. On the far left, there's basically 4 areas. Okay, look, there's this thin section over here on the far left. This is a section. And then to the right, there's this navigation pane. So this like lighter color, dark gray or light black. Okay, so section 1, section 2 is this navigation pane in here. Section 3 is this main area. This is your chat. This is where the conversation happens. This is where things are going on. Okay. This is like the 3rd section. We're looking at these columns basically. And then over here on the right, this is your member area. I'll move this window. This is your member area. All right, this is your memberships and your roles. And this is where you can see who's in and who's online. That's this area over on the right. So you basically have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so what these columns do is they are different spaces, basically. So over here on the left, this is this black column. This is your server area and your direct messages. Okay, this is where you will navigate everything to the right. Okay, so I have a second, this is our server right here, the HubSpot Super Admin. I'm hovering. I have another server just below it for OBS. I can add a server directly, or I can go search for a server. These 2 are for adding new ones. So if I have a direct invite, I can click add a server. If I want to go find some public servers, I can explore public servers. This thing at the top, just above this opaque line, this is your backend. This is your direct message area. All right, this is where you, when I click into here, and let's say these are all my direct messages. These are people that I have messaged and that have messaged me back, maybe. Okay, so this is your backend. This is personalized to you. So this is your area. Only you see what's back here. Everyone has this area. The messages, though, are between you and someone else. Okay. Then I can go into, click over to my server, And you notice that everything to the right changes because now I'm in a new area. I'm in a new server. If I were to click into OBS, everything again changes. This navigation menu, the message area, and the members. Okay, so this column one, this first column, this is where you go into the server, kind of the community, the experience you want to get into. All right. The one to the right is where you'll do most of your navigation inside the HubSpot Super Admin community. Um, just know that there are static items at the top. There are channels in the middle and sections, and then there's some static items at the bottom I want to go over. All right. So up at the top, you have some options and settings, basically. So I went up here to the very top and I clicked this drop down, and all of these settings are where you can jump into. Notifications are up here, privacy. You're not always going to see, yes. Open that up and see what you see. Right now, we are using the role, the verified role. Ugh. Yeah, go down. Right now, we are using the, when I go past, it does not like it. So we'll go slow. There we go. We're using the verified role right now. So if you have verified, meaning you've clicked that green check, and you can see all of these channels, then you've at least been verified. And so you should see what you're seeing right now in your server. So below this top pane, when there is an event going on, which there is right now, we're recording, you'll see that event live happening that you can click into. So if you'd like to join in, this one happens to be in the workshop channel, and so you can click into that event and join in. Canadian Scotch is in here right now. So up there is where you'll see those, and those will be static. You won't be interacting or changing those. This will always be at the top, and if a live event's going on, it'll always be right below that. When these aren't going on, then the next thing you see will be these events, and so you'll click in to events. These are any events that the server has planned out, and you can look at them, be interested in them, and actually go to them. So if I were to click on this one that's going on right now, I can get all the information and I can actually join in here or here on where it's going on. This workshop is the actual channel. This join will get you to the same spot. If I want to share it outside of outside of Discord, in LinkedIn and on Twitter, on Facebook, you can click share on TikTok or Instagram. I can copy the event link, and then this is a public link that people can get into the event through. Same thing here. So this is another type of event. This will be over here, and if you're interested, you can click interested, and then when you want to go, this is the event link. It's outside of Discord. Again, you can share that event via this link, and you can go then share this event somewhere. And so this will have a full listing of all of the events going on, and that's where you can find them, and they're actionable, where you can click on the place to go for the events. All right, so that's the next thing down, this 4 events. And then we get into sections now. So there's a couple sections. There's the welcome, coffee shop, discussion, and geography. We're going to be updating these based on people's usage so far. We're at week 3 at the recording of this video. And so within these sections, there are what are called channels. Now, if you've ever used Slack, Discord is Slack and Zoom combined. So instead of having only Slack channels be text, and instead of scheduling a Zoom meeting, Discord allows you to click into both. All right. So we're in rules right now. As a verified user, this isn't one. This is a read-only channel, right? So down here, I'm not able to send a message. So this rules channel, when I click in, is a read-only. If I go into intro, this is the intro channel, and I know that it's text because of the symbol over here, the pound symbol. I'm able to now go down here and I can type hello, and it sends it in this message area. If I click into get roles, this is where I can add my pronouns, my location, and I can change the color of my name. So if you look at my name over here where it says this is Grant, then instead of green, which I currently have it, I can click yellow and it changes to yellow. I can click blue and it changes to blue. I'm going to leave it purple right now. And again, this is a read-only. These are reactions you can share, and it will update your profile accordingly. The events channel is another read-only, and this is a listing from the server admins about the events going on so that you know what is going on, and when you want to participate in one of these, then you could come over here to the events listing and you can click into it. And so whatever you see listed in the events channel will also be in the event listing for you to do it. And this is a place where you can see week after week what's gone on, basically. Okay. Any woo excited to learn Discord? Hey, Matt Ruxton. Thanks, man. Hey there. Great. So then that is your events channel. And so something a theme you're seeing in the welcome area is these are mainly read-only. These are for you to know and understand what's going on. FAQ, then similar thing. So all of these different processes you might participate in, things you might do basically, these are videos on how to do them. So if you want to manage your notifications, if you want to manage your user profile, if you want to manage invites, if you want to understand specifically text channels, the server admins are going to be adding how-to videos for specifically those things. And as people ask more questions, the server admins will add here an FAQ response so that people have a place to get their questions answered. So then that is the last channel in this welcome section. So I'm going to scroll up and I'm going to jump into the coffee shop. And so this is a new thing that we'll see here. I'll click into chit chat and it'll be a similar thing. But now we can jump in and talk a little more. This is the main just daily, hey there, how are you doing? Just the main channel where people are having discussion, people are making announcements, asking questions. From there, then, we start to see something different. And so I want to go over these before we jump into any of them. Okay, so I'm going to, over here on the left, you see, as I hover, we have private, cool kids, nerds, event, and workshop. And all of these channels have a speaker next to them. And so this AV, this audio video channel, allows you to jump into a Zoom meeting immediately. You click in, just like I clicked between these, then I click in to that meeting. And so you're seeing this tessellation, which is fun to see, because I'm also sharing my screen. So you see me down here. Hey. You see that I'm sharing video, and I can see that down here on the left in green. And I'm also sharing my screen, which is up front now, and I also see that in green on screen. If I were to click off of screen, and I could stop streaming, then it's only me. You don't see my screen anymore. If I share my screen, I'm going to say this application. Yep, in there, go live. And now it's showing my screen again. Okay? If I show my video, and then over here where it says video and it's green, and I turn my camera off, now you don't see me anymore. Again, you can still see my screen, you just don't see my video. Hey. So I'll leave my screen up for those of you who are in Discord wanting to watch there. So what these channels allow you to do is basically jump into a video meeting. You could share audio and just share your screen. You can share your screen and video, whatever combination you want. You don't have to schedule it, just click in. Think of these like a table or a networking event or a meeting. And I'll go over why. The private channel can only have 2 people in it. And you can see that on the right because there is a number 2. And so there are 0 out of 2 people in this channel right now. In the Cool Kids, there are 0 out of 12 people in that channel. Nerds, same thing, 0 out of 12. And Event Stage, 0 out of 50. If you were to jump into the private channel, let's see, I'll just jump in there. Yes. My icon moves into the private channel from the workshop. See where it says this is Grant and Cool Kids. Now I'm in the Cool Kids channel. All right, I'm able to literally just click in, turn my video back on, turn my screen on, and I'm in a meeting. All right, no need to schedule, no need to share a link. Just meet me at the Cool Kids table. Meet me in the private channel. The power behind this is that in the private channel, there's a total of 2 people that are allowed in there. So once you and the person you want to talk with are in there, no one else can join. No one else can just click in because there's only 2 people allowed. So when you jump into the Cool Kids or the Nerds table, then you're only maxed out. You're maxed out at 12 people. Once 12 people have entered, then no more people can jump in. So you could have these small group discussions at those tables. And the event stage then is a little more with 50 people. All right, so you can have a big crowd. These are the sorts of powers that Discord has. That's pretty amazing to see when you consider that I'm just clicking into each one. And like that, I'm now sharing screen and sharing video. All right. And so you know the differentiation when I go into the chit chat and I see text, I'm able to message down here. If I were to go into one of these channels with the speaker, this is an AV channel, and I can speak to someone. Matt is now in here with me. And so you see, thanks, Matt. So now you see 2 out of 25 in there. Matt, are you saying something?
Nope.
Oh, hey, I can hear you, man.
I didn't want to interrupt
Thanks for
your
joining
video
in.
or whatever you're doing.
It's good. It's good. Uh, you helped me at least show that there are 2 out of 25 in the workshop area, which is helpful. So appreciate it. We are live on LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. So hello
Oh,
to
cool.
everyone there. I'm going to move on
I guess my first
from
time being live in all of those places at once, or at all, really.
simultaneously. Okay.
Mhm.
Congrats. Welcome.
Hey, public.
Yeah. Hey, public people. Uh, Moving on to then the discussion section, and this will be changing this upcoming week into more of a structure based on how people have been using them. But again, when I jump into super share or marketing, these are text channels. We know that by the pound sign. And when you click into them, they're topical. So this is where your experience with Slack comes into play. The topics that you want to talk about are the channel you'll click into. And so the conversation continues there. Same thing then with geography. These are America APAC and EMEA. These areas are the topic of the channels. Okay, so that's basically navigating the tool. It takes a minute. Want to make sure that you know the area. I want to talk then about the messaging in the area and some of the ways you can get roles and show you those. The next thing to know is notifications. And so there's a couple ways. We saw it when I went through up here. You can look at your notification settings here. When you're in, let's say we're in this chit chat channel, I can right click on it and I can edit my notification settings there. Once I've already clicked on it, I can come up here to the bell and I can click notification settings and I can manage them here as well. However, I don't have to click on every one. I can just right click on super share super, and I can manage it. I can right click here and manage it. I can right click here and manage it. So you don't have to click in. However, when you do click in, this bell up here is specific to that channel you're already in, right? It's in this column. So know that this one here is with respect to whatever you've opened already, okay? The other one is when I right click, I can just straight up mute the channel. Hey, I don't want to know about this. I don't want to hear or see what's going on. So you can mute the channel itself, or you can just change the notifications that you have coming in to you. And then hopefully it's worth noting, and maybe it's a question you've asked, is if you look through all of these channels, nothing's highlighted except for the chit chat channel because I'm in it, and workshops highlighted because I'm in it. But there are a couple others that look similar, right? As I scroll down, none of these, okay? However, this one does. HubSpot updates. Not only does it have the little white dot, but the name of the channel itself is highlighted. It's bold, it's brighter than the other ones. And so what does that mean? That means that something has been said in there. There's been a message, someone sent something, so click in, see what it is. And so these sorts of things you can manage as your notification on whether you get a sound in your audio on your computer, whether you get a desktop notification, whether you get an email notification. You can have all of those things happen, or you can have none of them happen. It's up to you. So again, I can click in here and I can see that someone sent a message. Okay. When you are mentioned inside here, this thing happens. See how the background of this message uh, is this yellow color, and then there's a highlight over here. It's basically highlighted, okay? As I scroll through, here's another one where Matt, who's in the room with me, has mentioned me. And so I know that this has happened. Not only Matt sent a message, but he sent a message and mentioned me. And he mentioned me by putting the @ symbol in front of my name and then writing a message and hitting send. If I want to reply to Matt's messages, so that's notifications. Let me final word here on notifications. I can right click, get notifications. I can come up here to the bell, get notifications. If you want to manage all of the things that are happening, follow me to the bottom of the navigation pane. I have mute and deafen as buttons you might click pretty often when you're in a video channel. But to the right, this little gear are my user settings. So I'm going to come to the bottom of the navigation pane. I'm going to click user settings. And I'm going to scroll to the bottom of this list here down to notifications. When I click on notifications, this is where I can manage all of the different things I was talking to you about. So desktop notifications, I can turn those on and off. All of the different sounds that will be made based on the action that happens. So Discord is very contextual. It's what's happening right now, what conversations are happening now. And so if you want a different sound to happen based on an action, then you can enable and disable that here. The last one then is email notifications. In the case where you want emails about particular things, again, you can turn them on or off depending on what you want. And so those are your notifications. That's where you would go. Let's move more into this messages area and we'll finish up with profiles. Hello to everyone over on LinkedIn. Hello to everyone on YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. We are going through Discord tips and tricks via the HubSpot Super Admin Discord server. So when I'm in a message channel and I want to respond to Matthew like this because he mentioned me, well, first off, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click an emoji. And I'm going to, I already gave him one. Yeah. I'm going to give him an arm and I'm going to do a laugh. All right. And those are going to show up here. But then I also want to reply to him. I want to say something to him. So instead of just hitting a message down here, I'm going to come up and I'm going to hit reply. And the cool part about in Discord is, Matt, here's my reply. here is my reply. What I've written here, maybe I decide I don't want to reply to him. I want to @mention him. I can just hit X and my message doesn't go away. I don't have to redo anything. My message continues. All right, and I'll put the @ symbol. I'll go Matt, and I'll go down to his name, and I hit enter, and now Matt's in there. This was great. And you know what? On second thought, actually, I do want to reply to him. So I don't have to do anything to my message down here. I just go back to his message where it says reply, and I click reply again, and it attaches this little top piece where it will be a reply to his message. So it's pretty great on the reply, not reply. I'm going to go ahead and hit enter. And as you can see, his original message is real small up here. And then I'm replying. And then this message is coming up and it @mentions him. So in addition to him being here when I click and his profile coming up, his name's down here when I click and his profile comes up. Because that was such a good message, I actually want to direct message him. What? So I click that, and now where did I go? What just happened? For those of you following along at home, if you look at my server column on the far left, I'm back in the home area. See, I have the little white box telling me that's where I am. And this has now brought up Matt and I's direct message conversation, and I direct messaged him. So it took me there, and I can continue the conversation right there in a direct message. Excuse me. So if I go back to the server then, I go back to right where I was, okay? He already responded, thanks Matt. I can give him a thumbs up. And I can continue the conversation, okay? So Discord's very contextual. It gives you where you're at. It tries to help you do what you're in the middle of doing. I'll go one step deeper with this, and then I'll show you some other things. If this message was so good that I want to start a thread on it, a side conversation, because there's more to be said, but I don't want to clutter this main area, then I'm going to go to my third option here, which is create thread. Okay, I'm going to click that, and I'm going to say, this is a great conversation. Awesome. And now Matt and I over here can have this conversation ongoing. When I go back to chit chat and I continue my conversation here. Oh, but then I have a thought. I can come right back down. I'm going to scroll down here to this conversation from before and say, hey, let's catch up on this. And so there's this threaded conversation about that thing that was so important. And again, it's a contextual conversation. And you can have that. I did not name it, so this is ridiculous. I'm going to name of thread and save. Escape. Okay, name of thread. The other trick is what you're seeing on your screen, which is the split screen. So as you would expect, when I click on HubSpot updates, I see in the center of my screen these updates, right? When I click on name of thread, I see that thread. And so I can have that conversation. Well, if I'm in HubSpot updates and I want to see both, then I just hold down on my keyboard Shift and then I click the thread. Hold down Shift and then click the thread. And that opens them up in a split pane. Okay, so you're able to see HubSpot suggestions here, and I can see at the top, this is the HubSpot suggestions, and this is my thread. HubSpot suggestion, HubSpot updates, name of thread. So I can split my screen, and I do that by going down to name of thread and clicking on it. If I'm in HubSpot suggestions, which I kept saying, and I click name of thread and hold down hold down Shift, then it comes up over here on the right. All right, so that's how you open it up. If you just want to go into it full blast, go ahead and just click on it. It opens up full screen. Great. So now we have responded. We have replied. We've made a thread. Let's go into a message that I sent or a message that you have sent, and let's edit it. I'm coming over to This is Grant, which is me, and I'm hovering over this message. I can add a reaction emoji, what have you, but I can also click here and I can click edit, and I can come back in and I can edit this message. This is the text that I sent. I can edit this message. These are the edits that you can do on font. You can do bold, italic, you can strike through, you can turn it into a quote, you can embed, and there's this like vision thing. So play with these as you want, but the way you get to them is immediately it's not a thing, but if I want to make that bold, I just highlight it and I can make it bold. All right. If you want to memorize some of these, two stars on either side is bold, 1 star is italics, and then Dan's gonna hate me that I forget that, but these little guys are strike through. If I were to send that, oh, I didn't put it on either side. You put them on either side, and it's struck through. So you can see those are on either side. Those aren't dashes, it's that little squiggly. It's like the about. It's not equal to, it's almost. Someone's gonna message me what they are or what it's called. So that's how you would edit your message after the fact, okay? And then it would show up as edited there. Yeah. You can send URLs. Right now, you cannot highlight and hyperlink text. So throw in URLs and people can click on them. However, you cannot turn this URL into a hyperlink at this point. The last thing to look at is the far right hand side. And I showed you a little bit of this, but basically there are some sections again. So we have Sprocketeers up here. We have soft launchers and founders first 100. We have some verified people on as well. And so these sections mean the roles that they have achieved. So you can move up in role by performing particular actions. Okay, so when you click in and you're verified, that means you have the role verified. We don't see a header. We do see a fun profile picture. We see a nickname here. We don't see additional roles or a bio. And we'll click on a couple more to see. Here's a couple more roles. Change this name over to purple, and he's a he, him. Same thing here. Drop down, select a couple more roles. Header and profile picture and a little bio. Let's see. Alex, a couple more as well. Kyle Jepson's gone in and made a profile picture that is him with these awesome superhero, this superhero mask on. Tracy has her profile picture and her super admin awesome name, the daring HubSpot sorceress, and a couple roles as well. I've gone in and added a couple more things just to show that there is an area for you to add your cover image, a profile picture, a nickname. You can add, oh, I'm streaming so it doesn't show my bio, but there's a bio that shows up here, and then your roles. And the way to do that is either click on your name and go up here and edit your profile. Your server profile is all you'll be able to edit. Since I am a server admin, I have that option, and I can edit my user profile here. I can also come down to user settings, and that'll open this up where we did notifications before. And the second one at the top is user profile. When I click user profile, it will open up, but streamer mode is enabled. You know what? I want to show it. Where? Yeah. Cool. So this is where you'll go into user profile and you can edit these things, add your about me. You can add a banner up here, your profile name, your profile image, and you can add a bio. So that's where you would get these things. So those are your tips and tricks. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully this is more fun for you. Hopefully you can see more things inside Discord. Hopefully you can see that there are 4 main sections and you know that the servers are changing everything to the right. And the navigation pane is really where you're going to navigate in through the server. We showed you a couple of the messaging features. Showed you the, you know what, in video, I didn't really show you these things down here, so let me do that real quick. You can, in addition to the navigation pane, in these green boxes, you can also, in the video area, you can turn on and off your camera. You can change where they're coming from and add a background, just like any video service. You can stop or start streaming your screen and show people your screen. You can choose which screen and the quality of your stream. Audio, you can turn on and off, and again, where that audio is coming from, you can change. And then you can just click disconnect. So this big red button is disconnect. Disconnect is also here in the navigation pane. This guy, when you're on video, this whole box shows up, and so the top right is disconnect. And so you can do that within this pane. You can also do it at the bottom of the navigation area. What you're seeing in the center is what I've clicked on. I could click on my video down here, and you can see that there's these 3. I can click on Matt's. He is on mute, and he is not sharing his video. This is then the screen that you're looking at, my screen. All right. So all of these things, you could even present. If I go full screen, now it's only this. So if I'm in presentation mode, right? So all of the things. Hope this helps. Welcome to the HubSpot Super Admin community. Discord is amazing. Remember, Discord is Zoom and Slack in one, and you click in. You don't have to schedule anything. If you have any questions, jump on the Discord and direct message me or jump into the chit chat and mention me. We'll be having more Discord tips and tricks as people ask questions, but every Thursday we'll have our welcoming session with new HubSpot Super Admin Discord users to get them in and to get you trained up on how to use Discord. Thanks so much for watching. If you're watching this after the fact, thanks so much for being here. And for all of you on LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, have a great Tuesday. Take care.